inside one, because you not only steer the front wheels, you also have to steer the back wheels as well. Mike Gallaway got a chance to get inside one and show us how it's done.
I'm sitting aboard Gary Bauer's monster truck, the Lone Ranger, and Gary's been kind enough to let me crawl aboard and take a look at the inside of it. Steering wheel controls the front tires of the monsters, and on the back tires, well, it's controlled by a very simple switch mounted between the two seats. Moving the switch to the left turns the rear tires to the left, and moving the switch to the right, in turn, turns it to the right. Now, it's very simple. It operates a hydraulic pump that puts pressure to a ram on the rear tires, and it's a necessity when you're running monster trucks.
All right, we are back in Albany, Georgia at the Albany Civic Center. Ken Broo along with Mike Gallaway, and this is what they came to see. This is the battle of the monster trucks. We're going to see wheel stands and car crushing and all kinds of stuff.
Gary Bauer out of Ohio knows no fear. Here's a young man that would... The back bumper on this truck is actually bent at an angle, and that is because Gary has set this truck on the back bumper more than once. Every time he does, he works the weekend, or there's a good shot of it. That's where he has hung the bumper going over the cars. That's how high this guy puts it up in the air. Watch Gary Bauer. He gets ready to put one up in the air. He's going to fly it high. Knows no fear. Supercharged Ford motor.
Lone Ranger.
Truck weighs about 12,000 pounds. Each tire and wheel weighs over 1,200. Bauer is psyched up and ready. Watch out. Here he goes. Whoa. Up in the air. Look at him. Gary Bauer.
Oh, my goodness.
Really stands it right straight up and down as he does a job on a set of cars right there in the middle of the stadium floor.
Look at that.
My goodness, what a great job that Gary Bauer's doing. He's coming around taking another look at him. You can see the damage that he did on that pass. This beautiful high-riding black Ford truck. He's going to do all sorts of things tonight. Watch him. He's going to back up. He's going to do the back-up wheelie. Now he straightens the tires up. There's that rear steering coming into play.
Right.
Very important on these monster trucks. Watch Gary Bauer. All he's going to be looking at when he goes over is the red Georgia clay. He will stand it right straight up in the air, backwards. Right. Kind of like going off the diving board in a backward position. You can't really see. Look at Look at that. What a job. Gary Bauer just putting it right up on its nose. Fantastic job for a young gentleman that is making a name for himself all over the monster truck world.
How many times have we sat in traffic and wanted one of those things? Oh!
Bauer's not through with them. Wants some more of the action.
Well, let's see. He got the roof and he got the hood. Maybe he's going for the trunk this time.
Watch Gary as he'll put the front end really high in the air on this pass. He's kind of got the cars beat down a little bit. It's giving him a little bit of kind of a ramp to put it up in the air. Gary will just really hammer it when he comes up on top of those cars. Watch him. Here he goes, right up on top, flying.
Hey.
Almost turned that first car over.
Oh.
He had the traction as he climbed up the side of it. The car rocked, flipped up underneath him in kind of a dangerous situation. Here we go. Back up, back up, back up. Look out, right up. You're seeing a monster truck go through the paces tonight in the battle of the monster truck. Lone Ranger Gary Bauer out of Ohio. An outstanding job.
And now it's time for a little barefoot.
This is Barry Pickard. He's out of North Conway, New Hampshire. He's going to buff the cars up, tighten up the line a little bit. Supercharged 454 Chevrolet. Runs through a 400 turbo transmission, and he's going to try to surpass the excellence of Gary Bauer. Watch him. He's on a hard road. It's really hitting and flying all over the cars. Having a tough time of it, landing really rough on the little barefoot. This truck is one of the few trucks that has crossed the Mississippi River. The tires will actually put the vehicle and makes it float across the river with the big tires, and they can turn the tires in the water and it'll just kind of float along.
Is that right?
A very expensive bass boat.
Yeah.
Weighs 12,000 pounds. It's 12 feet wide, 11 feet high. Watch Barry hit the cars on a run. Look out. Whoa. just getting it all over the place.